G'day everybody, how are we today? We have got a busy day today. We're going to be buying some equipment, selling some equipment, hopefully joining some fields together. We've got maybe, even if I can get time, maybe even seed a field. Anyway, let's go. I'm really going to be cracked for time. So I'm not mucking around, as I always start, because I know time flies in this series. So I'll be yakking to you while I'm driving. Let's go. First we're going to go to the shop to sell the spray that I'm currently fitted out with, because I'm not going to use it. Now today I want to get a water tank for the a tanker trailer for the greenhouse, a plough. If I can afford it, I want to get a spreader. I'm going to just see how we go with that. I'm not sure how far the money is going to go, but I've definitely got to start buying some stuff, so I'm going to start working the fields. There are two fields over here where the harvester is that I want to join together. That's my first thing that I'll be doing after this. Okay, let's get this sprayer sold. Huh. Okay, I'm not on the trigger. I thought it was. Let's try that. Okay. Alright. Sell. How much am I going to get? That's not bad. That's pretty good actually, I think. The vehicle has been sold. Okay. Definitely don't want to sell that at the moment. Now, time to go shopping. Time to go shopping. First I want to get a plough. Yes, old favourite. This I pretty much use in every playthrough. There's a number of things I like about this plough. Firstly, it's got a 3-point hitch on both sides, front and back. Really easy for transporting. It can be transported on front or the rear of a tractor, providing they got the 3-point hitch attachment. 17,000 at first will seem like a fairly expensive price to be forking out for your first plough, but it does come at 6 metres, and it can be upgraded to a massive 12 metres. Now I think that's way too big for this map, but I would like to see 9 metres, because I have got a fair bit of ploughing to do today, so that's what I'm going to go with. I'm not interested in changing the colour, that's fine. Okay, so buy that. Okay, how much is that? 45,000 something. Right, okay, next thing I've got to get is a tanker trailer for the greenhouse. Now where we got that? Here. Now this, to me, is a cheat, this tanker, in the sense that if you set it to XL capacity, which is a massive 200,000 litres, that's a cheat. 50,000 litres, that's also in my eyes a cheat. But you know, some people like to do all their fills in one hit. That's fair enough. But I like to keep it standard. 7,000 is not a cheat, that's the norm. So I'm going to get it at $7,000. I would like to change the colour to a more appropriate colour that's going to represent water. Like that. I think that's fine. How much is that? 10,000. Okay, so I'll buy that. Okay, what else do I need to get? A spreader. Spreader, where are they? I feel they're up here somewhere. Here we are. And again, this is another one of my favourites for a number of reasons. It's got a working area of 42 metres, but it's also adjustable. So if you only want to do a little stripe somewhere which you've missed, you can tone it right down to, I think, 15 metres. and it's got a good capacity on it too. So at 25,000, it's not cheap, but it pretty much is one of the spreaders you're going to use for the whole game. So I'll definitely get that. Okay. What have we got left? 10,000. I'm going to need some fertilizer. So that'll do. I'll get one of those. I'm just going to buy one bag, obviously, because I haven't got a lot of money to play with. And I don't think I need anything more at this stage. I can always get more. So what have I got? Just going to look at my equipment which I've got. I've got the spreader, the tanker, and the plough. I think that's a good start. So I'm going to attach the plough to the front, and I'm going to take the trailer, the tanker trailer back. And fill it with some water, fill the greenhouses up. Okay, fill that up, and I'll fold that up. Back it up to the tanker. Oh, there we are. Right, now I had a look on the map before for water. Mostly the water around the island is obviously going to be salt water, so I hadn't even tried to fill it up or anything. But I do notice there's a lake here. Now I haven't actually tried to fill it, but I can safely say this is a freshwater lake, which I plan to use to fill my greenhouses on. Question is, can I fill it from here, if I've got to go somewhere else? I might just hop out here and have a look. Let's have a look, see how steep it is. Oh, that is pretty steep. Okay, well, this could go one or two ways. Let's try. Get more room to back it in. Oh, a bit more over this way. Yeah, try that. I'm using my accelerator as a brake because it's very steep. I don't want to go swimming just yet. Well, we've got ripples. Have I got enough? No, I'm not in far enough. There we go. Okay, well that worked. So what I shall do is I should put half the tank in one of the greenhouses and the other half in the other one, and then I shall get stuck into ploughing the fields. Okay. So I have got 2 water fill points on these. Okay, so I'll put half of that, roughly. Not quite half, but close enough. And I'll put some more water in at the end of the episode. Okay, and the rest one can have that. Okay, what I shall be growing, I'm going to go with lettuce simply because I think it's better value for money. And I'm not going to bother about storing it because I haven't got any forks for the tractors, and I probably haven't got the time even to manage it. So for the time being, I'm just going to have it sold straight as soon as it's ready. So I'll change the output mode to selling and activate it. And that one's ready to go. And I shall do the same with the other one. And hopefully that should trickle in a bit of money while I'm in the fields and away from the farm. But ultimately I'll get that on pallets and sell it at the best price. Okay, that, setting the output to selling, activate it. Okay, so that's, I can leave that alone for a while now. I'll come back later today to fill it. I'm just going to leave the tanker here. Right, now I'll put the plough on the back. Right. Right, okay, let's go. Now, I'm going to rush over to the fields and join them up. One field's ready to go, pretty much ploughed. The other one, needs to be ploughed, and I'll join it together. Now you notice I've got the bales still in the field. Haven't had time to gather them up, haven't got a need for them just yet, so they can wait. But this field here that I'm on now and the one in front of me, I want to join them together, which means I want to plough up this section and have it as one big field. But right now I just better get rid of this harvester. That's another thing I'm going to have to move back to the farm. I shouldn't have left it out, I know. I was strapped for time. It kind of slipped my mind, but I'll definitely have that back in the shed, or at least back at the farm by the end of this episode. Okay. I'll just take a screenshot here. Okay. Now, I'll just plough this field, and when I get to the end I'll join it together. At this stage I'm not going to put my option to cut into the fields now, because this one's already cut and I'm happy with the shape. I don't want to mess that up. But as I get to the end of this field, I will change the settings so I can chop into the ground ahead. Anyway, let's get on to it. Three. Yeah. Stones, yeah, another thing I forgot about. That's another thing I'm going to have to get. I wonder if I've got any productions that can get rid of the stones. I know a lot of people don't like the stones. Oddly enough, I do. But the stone pickers aren't cheap in this series, or in this game I should say. And there's really no point, you know, there's really no point getting the small stone picker for a field of anything bigger than this, because they are quite small. Okay, what I'm going to do now is attempt, if I can make it nice and straight, get the line that I want, join these two fields together. Right, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, I can work with that. I use those tyre marks as a guide. Right, so I'll bring up the menu and Y to allow create fields. Okay, so this should be able to now join these two fields together. Hey, I'm sure I had that down. Up, down, unless it's not even. No, but it's right across. What's going on here? I might not own this land. Sorry, I'm just going to have a quick look at the map. Work out what's going on. Okay. I don't own the profile. I can't join these two together. Okay, well that kind of stuffs my plans up a little bit. Looks like I can make it a little bit wider here though, so I'm not sure how far I can make it, but let's go with this. Just make sure I'm still with the right settings. Yep, okay. So I'll see how far I can go. V, lower it. Okay, well that's good. I'm just going to see how much further I can go. Maybe follow the contour of this track. Right, and there's my boundary. Oh no, I can take it right up there. Okay, let's just lift that up. V. Alright. Wow. Must be uneven. I'll try coming down. I hope I can get that bit. It looks a bit ugly sticking out like that. Maybe if I come down this way. No. Oh well, it is what it is. Hello there. Oh, okay, that got it. Just trim that up a little bit, try and make it a little bit neater. That's going to do it, I reckon. Alright, so I know roughly where I can go. Okay, I'll just go this way and I'll fix up the other bits as I get there. Wow, that's pretty ugly, isn't it? Ooh, I wonder if that was part of the customisations on the map. Alright, nevertheless, it's only a couple of pieces that are a bit wayward. Okay, I'm just going to marry it up to here. Okay. Lift that up. Okay. That looks really messy. A bit of luck, I can neaten that up. I'm not sure how much extra income that's generated. It's probably cost me more than the petrol used to plough it. than it's actually going to make me. But long term, you know, anything extra is going to be worth it. I hope it's not going to be this hard every time I plough the fields. Otherwise I might just fill it in. So that'll work. Okay, that's chewing into it a lot better. It's only a few little pieces now. Alright. Let's just... how far does it go back? Yeah. Is that it? Yep. Alright, we'll see if that'll work. If I can... It's just that little bit at the other end that I haven't been able to... Okay, I'll give it one last shot. That's a bit neater. See if I can do it the other way. Oh yeah, that needs to be done too. Just on the edge here. Yeah. So maybe if I... Okay. You know, that's going to be good enough in my books. Okay, let's continue the rest of this field. Otherwise I'm going to be wasting too much time. Well, not wasting, but you know, spending too much time that could be put to better use. Alright. Well, that's interesting. I couldn't join those two together. I wasn't expecting that. At least the rest of this feels nice and even. I'm glad it's not having the problems that that edging had with leaving bits. It's probably just uneven. Now actually, I'll just check my... I'm just going to revert back to the setting that only permits me to plough the field that's already established, which is this one, because of no point. I can't plough anymore. I can't create any... I can't expand this field anymore. So I'll just plough with what I got. I'm just going to go up and down now. I haven't even looked at what crop I'm going to put in here. I'd like to get canola, but I'm not sure. In fact, I'm pretty sure that it's not the season to be planting canola. I think I'm going to have to get either barley or wheat. I think it's about that time of year. Without checking, I think that's about what we're up to. So more than likely it'll be one of those crops. But it doesn't matter. That's all. It's all income coming in, making a start. The other thought I've been having is whether to hang on to the other tractor. I think it's a Class. Now that could bring some serious money in, but I'm probably going to hold on to it just for a little bit because I'm really undecided about that. Once I get these fields up and running, I either may need it, something with a bigger engine in it, or maybe sell it to buy another plot. You know, that's what the series is all about in the end. Or maybe just to sell it to get some other equipment. But if I can start generating some money straight up, hopefully I won't need to sell it so early, or at all for that matter. I'm really undecided what I'm going to do with it just yet. You know, my other playthrough that I'm doing with, I'm using I've used the one tractor, which is over 200 hours with Kubota. And it's still going strong, but after 200 hours I think I'm just about ready to put it out to the pasture, retire it off and get a bigger one. And it is a big map, New Frontier, it's a 4X map. So it wasn't lifting. Okay, it seemed to be cracking on nicely with this field, not that much left. After this I'll put some fertiliser over it. It's a shame I haven't got the stone picker yet. See, I could sell the tractor and get a stone picker, now that's an idea. Should I do that? Huh, I might look into that. That's actually not a bad idea. So I'm going, because they're expensive. Those, you know, I think they're $60,000 or $70,000. That's going to take me a long time to get. So if I can get that earlier, it means I'm going to be preserving my equipment while not running over the stones. Ooh, oops, pressed the wrong button. I just lifted the plough. I just meant to change view. I've done it again. Just meant to change the view on it and ended up lifting the plough. Two keys are next to each other. See, right. And I'm out of alignment now. Okay. Maybe 3, possibly 4 passes and that'll be it. Get a couple of inside shots. Tractor's still nice and clean. I don't know how long that's going to last. That's the other thing I haven't noticed. I'm not sure if I mentioned it before. Is wouldn't mind having a cleaning station. You know, like a hose to clean the tractors, give them a bit of a wash down. Ooh, just gone right off here. Mind you, it's not me that's gone off, it's the actual shape of the field. It's not as bad as I thought. Yep. Yeah, there's a one of my favourite wash stations is just a hose. I think it was about $50. I'm not sure if they've brought it back to FS25. I know I used to use it all the time in previous versions of the game, but that'd be really cool. I'll go look for it later. Maybe after this episode I might jump on the Mod Hub and see what we can find, because it'd be good to wash everything down before returning them into the sheds, keeping the equipment as clean as possible. have been some nice mods that I'm missing from FS22 and such. I know it's early days with FS25, but I hope they get pulled over to this version too. You know, I love the work that the modders do. A couple of mods I'm really missing. You know, one of my favourite ones was the price point trigger mod. That was an awesome mod. And what else? There was, I'm not going to lie, that was one of my favourite mods. There was also one that wasn't downloaded as much, which I really loved, was one that was used on cell points. It was basically like you installed it over the cell point that produces pallets to the likes, and when the pallet spawned, you could just literally push this rail and it would slide all the pallets straight off the spawning point, so it wouldn't clutter up your spawning point and, you know, prevent your pallets from being produced. I forgot the name of it, but I'm always looking for that one. If I see that one, I'll get that in a heartbeat. That was another one of my favourite mods, which I'm really missing. Alright, now that that's done, let's go back to the shop, and I want to get a spreader. Oh, I've got it. I've just got to pick it up and fill it. See. Oh, how fast is he going? Oh, you see that? What's it, the Nürburgring, is it? Must be race day around the island today, I think. This is a character who always brake checks me. Well, actually, I'm going in the wrong direction, aren't I? I'm concentrating on the traffic, not worrying about where I'm going. Any more coming? No, that's it. They must be all clumped together. What's that? I see a driveway just there. What's down here? I might have to go exploring that later on, I think. Okay, back to the shop. There it is, I see the spreader. What's the time? It is just past 2, quarter past 1, what am I on about? Thought the day was going fast. Quarter past 1, I want to get everything out of here before shop shut locks me out like it did in one of the previous episodes. So, yeah, I've learnt that the shop opens 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 AM. Right. Let's fill it up. After filling. This will take that whole bag. Oh, easily, probably even take 2 bags, but I think that's all we need. I can always buy more if I need be. Okay. So I think I'll go the other way. Looks like the grass is in the meadow starting to regrow. Got that distinct colour. Okay, now this spreader's got a fantastic coverage on it. As far as I know, it's set to 42 metres. I'll just confirm that. Yep, 42 metres it's set to. I usually deliberately go a little closer to the edge, simply because it's hard to, for me it's hard to judge. Okay, so auto, and yeah, look at the spread on this thing. It's just incredible, isn't it? For such a small unit. I'm just going to zoom it out a bit so I can get a better idea of it. Wow, this is going to have this done in no time. Ooh. I wasn't ready then. Oh, it turned off by itself. Must have. Okay, I'll just turn it off and come down the other way. I'll just check the map because I'm not convinced that I've got it all. Fertilising. Yeah, see, I missed that corner. That's what I thought. I thought I missed something. How's that look? Much better. I'll do the other yard in a moment. Right, so 3. I don't normally do it this way, but because it's such a smallish field, I think I can get away with doing it this way, as long as I don't miss the edges. I'll double check the edges too in a second. Ooh. I could have actually missed something then. Alright, let's have a quick look at the map again, make sure I didn't. That looks pretty good. Okay, now for the next field. I think I'm just going to go up and down here. It's pretty narrow across here. I can get in, say about here. I know I can probably come over a little bit more, but I like to have a bit of clearance on the edges. They're so easily to miss. Yeah. Even now it's fighting me. Wow, it keeps wanting me to miss. I'm having to... Okay. I'll double check that too also. How much fertiliser have we got? Yeah, I've got plenty. I'm just watching the edge. Okay, let's have a look at that. That looks pretty good. Okay. Well, I'll take these 2 back to the shed. I'll pick up the plough and I'm going to put some more water in the tanks, in these greenhouses, fill up the tank and fill up the greenhouses, and then take the harvester back, and that might be the come on, wow, this brakes didn't want to stop. Right. Okay. Ooh, bit of a drop off there. I know this plough is quite tall, so I probably won't be able to get into a shed. Find a place for it. I don't beep at me, I'm going into my own house, mate. Come on. Very good. No, I don't want to put it there. There's a trigger there of some sorts. I'll find a better spot for it yet. Put it over there maybe with the cutter. Over here maybe. What's over here? Yeah, over here. There's a spot for it right here. It's got its name on it. And I'll put the spreader inside, I reckon. Whoa. Tight. Okay. Maybe I should use the mirrors. I better hop out. It's hard to judge with these mirrors. Come on. Oh, wheels are up in the air for some reason. Didn't have any reverse traction. Alright, there we go, that's better. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to get the tanker. Let's get inside. Those screens zooming out is doing my head in a bit. Let's pick up this tanker. Fill it up. Again, I'm not going to bother filling it right up at this stage when I've got absolutely nothing or a lot less to do. That's when I'll worry about it. But as long as I've got a fair bit of water in there, that's all that really needs to happen. Can I get out of here? Oh, I can. Okay, that makes it easy. Alright, where are we? Maybe a fire station or something. So by rights, the river, or the creek I should say, should be just over here, I think. Anyone coming? No. It'll be quicker if I go across country than wait for some of these pedestrians, I think. Just gonna hop out, check the steepness of these banks. I've got to find a better spot. It's not so steep. Well, that's pretty steep that way. Okay, well it's not so steep here. So, where am I past one tree? Right. Okay, so we'll just again, I'm just using the accelerator as a brake because it's pretty steep. I don't want to go flying down in there. Try there maybe. Yeah, that's the way to do it, for sure. Okay. Any pedestrians coming? Okay. Well, that's going to be a convenient way of doing it. Again, I'll just go half, or as half as I can get it. Funny, it looks half, but it says it's 42%, but there you go. And again, I shall okay, I'm gonna park it here. Go grab the harvester. It's going to be tight to get it in here. Actually, I think it's too tight for the tractor. I'll go for one next. I think I've got a bit more room. Let's square it up a bit. So that's pretty good. Right, okay, now it's time to get the harvester. I'm just tabbing over to there, save a little bit of walking time. Get the harvester and take it back, and I'm going to call it there, I think. I know I'm going to call it here because everything else is going to take too long. If I start another job, it will be an hour session. Anything else is going to be available for another episode. How's that look? We'll have a little bit more this one now. Come on. Straight up. There we go. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good to me. What do you reckon, eh? Bonza job? I reckon it's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Time to get this puppy home. Okay. Now we're going for traffic. Doesn't take much to jackknife this header. The trailer's a bit tight on it. I mean, I know last episode it sort of caught me unawares a couple of times trying to jackknife me. So I've got to be careful with the turns. It's not hard, but it is pretty sensitive. Well, here we go, folks. I've already got money coming in with those lettuces, and pretty soon, next episode, I'll have that drilled, those fields drilled, and hopefully there's another field I haven't even started on yet. I'll try and get that done as well in that episode. I think things are starting to take off now. Come back a bit. Too busy watching the pedestrians. Oh man, I'm sure I'm going to have to zip out. That's what I mean, this trail does like to jackknife you. Too much yakking, not enough concentrating. There we go, let's straighten it up a bit. I'm going to go the other way. Because there's a pretty tight set of turns there. Concentrate here. Don't be beeping me, mate. I've got a bigger thing than you. I pay more rego than you do. My registration's a lot more expensive than yours. Right, here we go. Yeah, it's pretty tight around these. Then again, it'd be worse without the header trailer. I might just put in one of these bunkers, I think. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's a good idea, I reckon. Okay, so let's get these reverse. There we go. Spin it around a bit. Yeah, it doesn't like it. Let me try and steer it, does it? It's got a friggin' mind of its own, this one. There we go, maybe I can straighten it up now. There. That's where you go. Put you right next to it. It's pretty tight, but there we go. Okay, folks, can I get out? Yes. So, thank you everyone again for watching my episode. Excuse me. And yeah, hope to see you again next episode. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later.